as I told you, there seems to be look like wood. See, this is the female cone and this is the male cone. They supposed to be hang like this on tree, but I have drawn like this. So these are the female and these are the male cone. So male cone, male strobilus, female cone, female strobilus. This what original specimen I do have, I show you. Here this each one here has a part that is a microsporophyll. Each one is microsporophyll, and here each flap which look to be, it is a megasporophyll. Now we have to learn in detail how this male cone and female cone they have a role in alternation of generation along with that sporophytic phase. So see here I have drawn the diagram. Here you can see diploid and haploid. Diploid means two sets of chromosome, haploid means one set of chromosome. Sporophytic phase is a diploid. Sporophytic phase is a diploid and gametophytic phase is haploid. Now here I have written alternations of generation in gymnosperm. In gymnosperm these are the two generations. One is sporophytic generation and gametophytic generation in the life cycle of gymnosperm. What is exactly alternation of generation? As you know that this gymnosperm is a tree, tall tree, having this structure. This is the sporophytic phase where, as we know, definition for sporophyte, diploid stages. All diploid stages in the life cycle is called sporophytic and all haploid stage in the life cycle called gametophytic. In gymnosperm, this gametophytic phase is dependent on sporophytic. Why? Because these gametes which produce inside male cone and female cone, they are hanged or they are on the sporophyte, that is on the tree. Therefore, gametophytic phase or gametophyte is dependent on sporophyte in gymnosperm. That is what we learn for pteridophyte and bryophyte also. In bryophyte, that sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte. In pteridophyte, both sporophyte and gametophyte, they are independent. They are green color, they produce their own nutrition, they are not dependent on each other. Therefore, that phase is called haplodiplontic. Here it is diplontic phase. Why? Most of the life cycle, most of the stages of their life cycle exist in diploid form. Only male and female gametes that exist in haploid form. Therefore, male and female gametes are the only gametophyte or gametophytic phase or part of the gametophytic phase. Now, what is alternation of generation? That is, these two phases, sporophytic and gametophytic phase, alternately arise in the life cycle of gymnosperm is called alternations of generation. So, how to understand? For example, so we can begin with sporophytic phase. Sporophytic phase begins with zygote formation and end with gamete formation. Zygote is developed into embryo, embryo present inside the seed. So, gymnosperm they produce seed, therefore they are spermatozoid. Now, this seed germinate to produce this tree, which is a part of sporophyte. Now, at maturity, these trees produce or being present or having male and female cone. Either they are unisexual or bisexual. Cycas is unisexual, pine tree are bisexual. Here you can see male and female cone. On short shoot, female, long shoot, male cone occur. Now, this male cone and female cone, they produce on this sporophyte, which is diploid in stage. This male and female cone, they bear a leafy structure. Later they become woody, and hence that leafy structure which produce pollen grain microspore is called microsporophyll. Phil matlab leaf, microspore matlab male gamete. So male gamete producing leaf is known as microsporophyll and female gamete producing leaf is known as megasporophyll. So these are the leaves. Yes, in flower, petals, sepals, androecium and gynoecium, they are nothing but they are modified leaves, and therefore they can called as phyll. So the phyll which produce microspore, bear microspore called microsporophyll. A phyll, that is leaf which bear egg cell, is called megasporophyll. Now, how they produce these gametes? By bearing that microsporophyll bear microsporangium and megasporophyll bear megasporangium. That microsporangium and megasporangium, they are present inside this microsporophyll and megasporophyll. These microsporangium consist of microspore mother cell, they are diploid, which undergo meiosis to produce microspore, they are pollen grain. So where the pollen grain produced? They are produced by meiosis from microspore mother cell. Where microspore mother cells lies? They are lies in microsporangium. Where microsporangium lies? In microsporophyll. See how it is simple. Same way, this megasporophyll bear megasporangium having megaspore mother cell which undergo meiosis to produce megaspore, and that is egg cell. Now in gymnosperm, this they have ovule but no ovary. This ovule is having this chamber above, that is called pollen chamber. It bears archegonia, 2 to 3 archegonia, as they produce more than one embryo. This each archegonia has these egg cells. Each archegonia has egg cell. These egg cells are female gametes. Therefore, 3 pollen grains or more than 3 pollen grains they get into the pollen chamber, so that separately they can fertilize and produce 3 zygote and 3 embryo having this endosperm mother cell. So this is ovule of the gymnosperm. After fertilization, that means this male gamete fused with female gamete. After fertilization produce 3 zygote. That 3 zygote develop into 3 embryos, and that therefore polyembryony is the characteristic feature of gymnosperm. That what we can understand from this, that as there are 3 archegonia bearing 3 egg cells fertilized separately by 3 pollen grain producing 3 zygote which develop into 3 embryo, that is more than 1 embryo, hence it is called as polyembryony. So zygote develop into embryo, embryo develop into seed, and once again the cycle repeat. So we understood what is sporophytic phase. That sporophytic phase begins with zygote and end with the gamete formation. Now, what is gametophytic phase? Gametophytic phase begins with meiosis in separately microspore mother cell undergo meiosis in microsporangium, megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis in megasporangium, producing microspore and megaspore respectively. Microspore are also known as pollen grain, megaspore also known as egg cell, and these are the real female gametes. These are the real female gamete and male gametes. So here this is male gamete and this is the female gamete. So here you can understand they are haploid and this is gametophytic phase. These 2 cells, pollen grain bearing male gamete and egg cell inside the ovule. This ovule is a female gametophyte. This ovule can be called as female gametophyte or mega gametophyte. So here this is female gametophyte bearing egg cell. Now after fertilization, that pollen grain through air current reach to the ovule where it fertilizes, and from the zygote, that is the end of the gametophytic phase. So gametophytic phase is very short and hence it is not haplodic. It is diplontic or not haplodiploidy. Since most of the stages and most of the lifespan exists in diploid stage, that is sporophytic phase. Hence these plants or gymnosperms are known as diplontic, and their life cycle is also known as diplontic life cycle. And in alternation of generations, sporophytic phase is dominant over gametophytic phase, and gametophytic phase, that is gametophyte, that is this male and female gamete producing microsporangium and megasporangium which present in male and female cone are present on tree, therefore they are depend on tree. So gametophytic phase in gymnosperm depend on sporophytic phase. So we learn about life cycle of the gymnosperm. This can be asked for 5 marks. If question can be asked, draw a schematic flowchart of alternations of generation in gymnosperm, or question can be asked, what is alternation of generations in gymnosperm? Explain it with schematic flowchart. So this question can be asked. In neet, many questions can be asked. By having this clear concept, you can solve many questions which are asked in neet. Very important question: is endosperm mother cell remain unfertilized, haploid? So this seed, when this ovule converted to seed, that seed is endospermic. But what type of endosperm? Haploid endosperm and pre-fertilized. So gymnosperm endosperm is haploid and pre-fertilized. Same in angiosperm. Their endosperm is diploid and post-fertilized. This difference you have to remember. This is always asked in neet. The endosperm of the gymnosperm and angiosperm, or cycus and maize, are in gymnosperm haploid and pre-fertilized, in angiosperm diploid and post-fertilized. I hope you got it. This type of questions asked in neet. I am happy to introduce and explain this alternation of generations in gymnosperm. I hope you did understand. Even if you are in doubt, you can ask in comment section. I appeal you to like and share our video, as well as if you are new, then please subscribe it. Thank you.